Hey guys, it's Dan, your host of Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another Walking Dead video for today. This is going to be talking about the Walking Dead universe and now recapping for 2021. What are the top 10 best Walking Dead universe episodes of this year? Alright guys, this is going to be doing another video for today. This one's going to be doing another video for the Walking Dead universe. This one's going to be doing a video doing a top 10 list and talking about what are the top 10 best episodes of the Walking Dead franchise in 2021. So we're getting into that time of year where we're kind of starting to do some top 10 lists and, some minor lists of the Walking Dead franchise. Wanted to kick it off right with this year and talk about what are my favorite top 10 episodes of the Walking Dead franchise for this year. So, before I get into the list, of course, we got to mention this one for the idiots on the internet that want to judge an opinion. This is my opinion, okay? So this is my opinion on what I think are the best episodes of the Walking Dead franchise this year. Before you guys, come at me and say, which I've had my share of this, Dan, your opinion is wrong. Dan, I don't think you're correct. Dan, I think you need to repeat, I think you need to, say this, and I think you actually mean this, and don't say you don't like it. You like that episode. You know you do. Like, honestly, guys, the immaturity is at an all-time high, and honestly, I want to make sure that you all know this is my opinion, all right? So, now that we got that straight, let's get into the list. So, we're going to include the main Walking Dead, which involves the Walking Dead Season 10C and 11A of the Walking Dead. We are also going to include 6B of Fear the Walking Dead, Season 7A of Fear the Walking Dead, and Season 2 World Beyond. So all of those have a chance to be on the list. All of those, of course, are going to be included and considered for this list. So, without further ado, let's jump right into it. Starting off with number 10, this is going to go to The Walking Dead World Beyond, Season 2, Episode 8. Alright, so, this episode was big. I mean, this was a big episode. We got to see the shootout, of course, in the perimeter. We got to see, of course, Elton and them almost have a near-death experience as Silas and Dennis came in and saved the day against the CRM. Very, very, really well-done episode, I would say. Especially for World Beyond, I thought they actually did a very, very good job on this episode. And I thought that the battle sequence was very good. And this was one of them episodes where I was on the edge of my seat most of the time. So honestly, that definitely deserves a spot on the list. 100%. Number 9 is going to go to The Walking Dead Season 11, Episode 6. This one is called On the Inside. This episode was awesome. This episode was really good. We got to see Connie and Virgil as they were out there. Of course, they go into the kind of like haunted house, so to speak. Very creepy episode. And if this was a list of the creepiest, this would be number 1, easily, because the scariness and the jump scares and everything was just at an all-time high in this one, and I thought they really, really did a good job with this one, and I thought it was really, really good. There was some stuff with the Reapers that I didn't enjoy too much with Daryl and them, but I'm not going to let that take this episode down too much because it was very, very good nonetheless. Number 8 is going to be Season 11, Episode 1. This is Atron Part 1. Very, very strong premiere. I am a very big fan of this episode. I really like the callback at the beginning. They don't say anything. They just, they're kind of trying to get food. They're trying to scavenge. You get Maggie and Negan in this one who really play off each other in an interesting way. You even get kind of a first look at the Commonwealth, and it's just a really interesting premiere altogether. And kind of leaving it on that cliffhanger with Negan. You think he's going to help Maggie. You think he's going to do the right thing, right? As you kind of expect this redemption arc to kind of be going. And then it continues to flip, and it's like, no, that's not what he's going to do. So, really, really crazy episode there. Really enjoy that premiere. Coming in at number 7 is going to be Season 11, Episode 3. This one is called Hunted. Now, I love this episode. From the Reapers and that opening scene, freaking out when I turn on the frickin' episode. Gabriel getting his throat slashed. Daryl running off. You get Duncan that gets killed. Maggie's entire crew gets murdered. I mean, it is It is a nuts episode. It is. The whole episode is the group getting hunted by these freaky, crazy people. And, you know, this is the kind of stuff that I wish the Reapers stayed like, because honestly, the Reapers in this one, very formidable group. Honestly, very, very awesome group, and very scary all throughout. And then also you kind of get a bit of survival in this one where they're kind of trying to, you know, get the horses, and you constantly have just the reality kicking in of like, well, they got to eat. So what do? They kill the horses. It's a really, really crazy episode, all get out. It's really, really crazy for sure. Coming in at number 6 is going to be Fear the Walking Dead, Season 6, Episode 13, JD. So, very, very good episode here. Really, really enjoyed this one a lot. Fear the Walking Dead, you know, really with 6B and 7A, they really didn't have that many, you know, kind of good episodes. But I will say, if there's one episode here that I have to place on the list, is definitely JD. I really like the way that they introduced John Doerr Sr. I thought it was a really, really cool introduction for a character. June was actually a really good lead for this one, as, you know, you kind of learn a little bit about Teddy and kind of what happened before all those years ago with John Sr., and it was really well done. The letter scene, I mean, the scene where he meets Morgan at the end was really cool. It's a really interesting episode to kind of set up for the rest of the storyline. And even though I don't think that the rest of the storyline with John Sr. is all that good, I think this episode definitely deserves a spot on the list, 100%. I thought it was a very, very well done episode. Number 5 is going to be World Beyond, Season 2, Episode 10. This one is the series finale. Man, yeah, Dan, yeah, you put World Beyond at number 5. I can't put an episode higher than number 5, but I will say the best work World Beyond did this year is going to go to a number 5 spot, at least. And keep in mind, I'm sure people are going to be like, oh my god, Dan, you need to put World Beyond at number 1. It was so great this year. Well, keep in mind, guys, I fucking hate this show. So, just be happy that I even put it here in the list. But I'll say this, this was a damn good way to close off a show. I'm going to say it. It was really, really good. It was exciting. It was everything you'd want. Plus, they got Jenner to come back. I mean, I have to put this on the list somewhere. It was very entertaining. And I remember leaving the show being like, pretty damn good ending, actually. You know, like, it ended very well. So, for that, I got to put it at number 5. I got to definitely give credit where credit is due here. Absolutely. Number 4 is going to be The Walking Dead Season 10, Episode 17, Home Sweet Home. Mad underrated episode. Love this one. With the return of, you know, Maggie. You've got the introduction to the Reapers. Great dialogue, great hunted vibes in the woods. You get a guy that friggin' blows himself up. Our first look at Herschel Jr., which was awesome. He's all, like, grown up and stuff. And Maggie and Negan. Who doesn't love Maggie and Negan stuff, right? And not only that, the soundtrack was amazing. The feel of it. I mean, this was filmed in, like, the early days of, obviously, the outbreak, you know, that we had, you know, in 2020. And this felt like a normal Walking Dead episode. They really did a good job with this one. And I have to definitely give credit to this one for sure. Fantastic episode. Coming in number 3 is going to be The Walking Dead Season 10, Episode 19. This one is titled One More. This is probably one of the most rewatchable episodes of The Walking Dead for me now. I do not know what happened to this episode, but honestly, it is such a darn good character episode. I love Gabriel and Aaron in this one. One of the main reasons why I love it so much, and I'm sure a lot of people are going to say, Dan, you're really being generous on this episode, aren't you? But I actually really am, because I really enjoyed the work that they did in this one. I think Robert Patrick absolutely killed it, and I really enjoyed kind of the, you know, more character-centric type episode. Their banter is really what made this well, and I think the actors did such a great job. And it's one of my favorite Walking Dead episodes of this year. It really is. The way they did it, so good. And the music, I mean, the environment, just very well done. But what wins it over for me is Gabriel and Aaron. Very, very much enjoyed that friendship in this one. Number 2 is going to go to Season 11, Episode 2. This one is Atron Part 2. Oh my God, this episode was good. We had the subway tunnel continuation. We had the Commonwealth, which that stuff was awesome. As we get our first look at Stephanie, we also introduce more of Mercer. We get some really great stuff for Yumiko. And then in the train car, we get Maggie and Negan. We get some really crazy horror stories from her. We get the death of Gage, which was really messed up. You get the freaking badass scene where Daryl's coming in there with his gun. He's like shooting the walkers in the train. And it's like this Walking Dead like music booting up. I mean, chills, like legit chills. I freaking love that scene. And not only that, I mean, you've got the action, you've got Negan and Maggie continuing just kind of playing off each other in that episode, and then you end it with the introduction, the true scary introduction to the Reaper. It's just, honestly, in terms of final season, it's the best episode Walking Dead provided for us this year, I have to admit. And then number one, I don't think this is much of a question. I'm sure you guys know what's coming. Number one, it still is, even after all these episodes we've had in the remainder of the year. Number one on the list, Season 10, Episode 22, the one we've been asking for many years. Here's Negan, guys. Honestly, this has to be number one. I cannot go over, honestly, just in a couple minutes how much I love this episode, but I'm going to try. Jeffrey Dean Morgan finally getting to explore with Negan, you know, what happened to him before the apocalypse with Lucille, played by, you know, the amazing Hillary Burton, who is his real-life wife, too, which is just insane that they managed to do that. Amazing episode, amazing storytelling, and honestly, I left the episode feeling so just wow. Honestly, the way they did it was so good. The Lucille stuff, the Maggie and Negan stare down, the stuff in the current timeline, the past, the biker gang. I mean, just everything was exactly what I wanted it to be and more, which is exactly what makes it number one. So that is, for me, the best episodes of this year for the Walking Dead franchise. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you guys think, and what are your favorite episodes of the Walking Dead for this year? So anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching the video. Write your comments in the comment section below. And of course, guys, if you're new here, click the subscribe button so you don't miss some of the videos of the Walking Dead franchise. Follow the Walking Dead views, guys. And of course, I'll see you guys way soon for another Walking Dead video. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.
Anybody out there?